This is the dura mater. So in lecture, you learned about the three meninges, right? You learned about the dura mater, the arachnoid layer, and then the pia mater. So this white stuff right here, this very thick, look, it's very thick.
That's the mother.
That is the tough mother. Correct. That is the dura mater. Okay, this is the dura mater right here. Okay, and I'm going to actually cut part of that away so that I can see you. You can't really see the the arachnoid layer, but you can see the pia mater. And the pia mater is directly attached to the brain. Come on, peel back. There we go. Did you guys learn about the falx cerebri and falx cerebelli?
No.
They're extensions of the dura mater. So you see this dura mater here? As I peel it back, you see that right there? That little piece right here? Look where it's going. It's going right, it's going in between the hemispheres. That little line right there of the dura. Yep, it's going into that longitudinal fissure. That is called the falx cerebri. So it is an extension of this dura mater that goes into, see it right there? There it is right there. Goes into that longitudinal fissure. There's my longitudinal fissure.
Oh.
Now, look at, when I squeeze the brain, do you see, almost looks like saran wrap. Can you see that?
That glossiness?
That glossiness. See how it,
That plastic
see how
looks
it,
like
see how it looks
does look like
wrinkly
saran
as I do that? See, that's the pia mater. That wrinkly, glossy part, that's the pia mater, directly adhered to the brain. Okay, that's the pia mater. Okay, now this is all cerebrum. Okay, this is the cerebrum. Back here is the cerebellum, and again, extensions of this pia mater. Sorry, this is a really dull knife. There we go. Try to cut some.
Wow.
Okay, so there's another extension of that dura mater. See that in there, right there? See that line right there? That's going between separating the cerebrum, and here it is right there. Actually, it's a cavity. See that? That is separate the cerebrum from the cerebellum. That is called the tentorium cerebelli. If you guys covered those in lecture, you should have covered them in lecture.
I don't remember.
Tentorium cerebelli.
No.
Nope.
No?
Don't recall.
Okay.
We didn't even hit the brain yet.
I cover them. What do you mean you haven't hit the brain yet?
We haven't hit the brain yet.
That's crazy.
Oh, we did. We did. We made it that far. Right.
No, we still
Okay.
just got the 13.
So here is the cerebellum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's my cerebellum. Cerebellum is the brain's brain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's my cerebellum, cerebrum. Okay, then I've got my longitudinal fissure here, and I can actually open that up, peel that away. As I peel it back, what do you see at the bottom? Do you see a white line down there?
Yeah.
That white line is this structure right here.
Is that the corpus callosum?
Correct. That is the corpus callosum. Okay? So there's your corpus callosum. It separates the two hemispheres, or sorry, connects the two hemispheres. And you can see that down there. Okay? It's connected, this bottom piece right
Can you
here.
lean it this way so we can see on this side?
There you go. See that at the bottom of that slit?
Yep.
That's your corpus callosum down there. Okay? So you've got your cerebrum, cerebellum,
Have a good day.
corpus callosum or corpus callosum. Okay? What are these white matter tracts
Arbor
inside
vitae,
here?
right?
Very good. That's the arbor vitae, tree of life. Tree of life, correct. Okay? Now, this part here, Anybody know what part, 4 main parts of the brain, right? Cerebrum, cerebellum, this part here, which is part of the hypothalamus, but what's that area called, the main area? Starts with a D. Diencephalon. So this right here is your diencephalon. This round piece, that's your thalamus. Okay? Your hypothalamus is kind of like right about here. Can't really see it necessarily. And then what is this part of the brain?
Midbrain.
Whole thing. Brain stem. Correct. Brain stem has 3 major parts. It has the midbrain, which is right here. Okay, this is the midbrain. Then the pons, which is this. Let me look this way. Let me do it on this one. I have to cut this stuff out.
It sounds juicy.
Yeah. To show the brain stem, I'm gonna have to. So this is your pituitary gland. See that right there?
That's that little bulb, right?
That little bulb right there, that's your pituitary gland. Okay? Now, watch this. I'm just gonna rip it. Or not. Guess not. It's on there too tight. Tough mother is for a reason. It's very tough. Okay, well, maybe I don't have to remove it. Maybe it'll just stay there. All right, so there we go. So, this first bump, I don't know if you can see it with that stuff on there. See how there's a little bump there? That is the pons. Okay. Then this is the medulla, and then that is the spinal cord. Okay. So see how it tapers, and then you got a bump, medulla, pons. The midbrain is what I call the baby's butt.
Oh, that little split right there do look like a butt.
See that?
That's funny.
That is the midbrain. Okay. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, that
Right
does
there.
look like a baby's
That's the
butt.
midbrain.
Where
This
is it
is
on
a-
half of the brain?
This is a cute little baby's butt. Okay? So that is the midbrain. All right? On here, the midbrain is, so if I split, so there's a half a baby's butt.
Okay.
That's my midbrain.
Okay.
Okay?
That's medulla oblongata. Right.
No.
No?
No. Midbrain is the midbrain. Medulla oblongata is the medulla oblongata.
Where's the medulla oblongata?
Okay, so here, let's look at this side. That's okay. So there's my midbrain there. This is the pons here. Medulla is here.
Okay, so back.
And then your spinal cord.
Okay.
So find your spinal cord. The next is medulla, then the pons, and the midbrain's kind of behind it.
Okay.
Okay? There's your midbrain right there. All right? Sometimes you can see the 4th ventricle, which is located right here. Not really easy to see. A lot of times I can see the cerebral aqueduct. That one is probably easier to see in the human brain than the sheep brain. So really, oh, and then this. Oh, any idea what this is? So this is my diencephalon. Okay. Here's a little P.
Pituitary gland.
No. Pituitary gland's outside the brain.
Pineal gland.
Pineal gland, yes. What does it secrete?
Hormones?
Kind of.
Oh, don't look at me.
It secretes something at night.
So,
Melatonin. There's that epithalamus, aka the pineal gland.
that's
Okay.
crazy.
So you got your diencephalon, which is your thalamus, your hypothalamus, your epithalamus, and then there's a subthalamus. Okay, which again, you can't really see that per se. So that's all your parts there. Okay. Oh, couple things here. Right here. Any idea what those are? What if I tell you it's cranial nerve number 1?
No, olfactory.
Olfactory, correct. These are olfactory bulbs.
Sound like alpha.
Okay?
Right.
Olfactory bulbs.
Duck feet, yes. Olfac.
And then right here, Cranial nerve number 2.
Oculomotor.
Nope.
No,
How many are on your face?
optic. Just
Optic.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
2 eyeballs.
Eyes.
under it.
Yeah.
2 eyes. That's your optic nerve there. And then connecting the optic nerve is this little bridge right here. And that is actually referred to as the optic chiasma. Let me find it. See if I can cut that dura away from it. Oh! Ruh-roh. Yeah, I cut it all right. Never mind.
Okay,
I
so
just cut the whole
basically
thing off
that's
of
the
there.
part that connects the 2 horns.
Connects the
right?
the two optic nerves.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right here. Usually you can see it. Again, that's better picture in the human. The optic chiasma is better to look in the human. Okay? So optic nerves, optic chiasma, olfactory nerves or olfactory bulbs. Either or works for me. Okay? The pituitary gland a lot of times is torn off. Okay? All right, questions on the brain? Good? All
I
right,
want to touch that eye.
let's look at the eyeball.
That's like really cool to feel. The
cornea on there.
No?
it looks
Well,
squishy.
the cornea is here.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, there's your cornea. Okay,
Don't say ill.
cornea is here.
Ooh, look at that.
And then, look. That's
that's
the
that
pupil.
hole.
Oh, that's
Ain't that
cool.
about ugly? Dude,
Isn't that
it's
cool?
really a hole.
So it is literally
That's
a hole.
crazy.
Okay?
That's crazy.
And then what's this black stuff around it? No, the hole is the pupil. Iris. Correct. The iris is this colored black part all the way around it. That's your iris. Okay? Now, this would have aqueous humor in it. All right? And then directly behind that pupil would be this. What is that? What is that thing I just put in there covering up the pupil?
Isn't that the way?
Protein crystalline structure.
Oh, I gotta look at my book. Protein.
I
I remember
What it
saying
start
that.
with? Look, it's labeled.
C. Or, sorry, L. Sorry,
Lens.
L. Lens.
Yeah.
What did
This
I
is the
say?
lens. Now listen, listen.
I know, right?
What is that?
It is the crystal. It's crystalline.
That's what I got in my eye.
It's hard, yeah.
said feel it.
Feel it. It's hard.
I didn't wash my hands, but that's
Yeah,
how
you
I
gotta wash your
I
hands down.
had to feel it.
But anyway, so that's your lens. It kind of looks like a little grape or something.
I
Okay.
don't know why.
What if you
I'm
ate it?
thinking
That's
was
the
like
lens.
filled with white matter or something.
Well, this has got preservatives in it. I wouldn't suggest it. But you could eat a fresh cow eye if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think in
There's
desperation.
like a lot of fluid up there holding it up.
All right, so now, what is the white of the eye called out here? The white of the eye. What's this layer of the eye?
Size, SC.
Sclera.
Oh, like
Correct.
sclera.
So the sclera, and look how stiff that is. Look how firm that is, okay? That sclera helps to give our eyeball some shape, okay? Then inside we have this beautiful layer. If I can peel it. There it is. See that layer that I'm peeling?
Retina.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. The black and green, blue-green layer.
What does it start with?
C-H. O.
Choroid.
Choroid. Choroid. So that blue-green layer that you see, that's the choroid. Okay, this is the choroid. And see how, remember I said it's kind of black?
Yeah.
So there's the blackened area, okay? And then this tannish stuff, so this would normally be covering this whole posterior aspect. That's the retina. Okay, the tan structure inside is the retina. And what did I say is in the retina?
Fluid.
Photoreceptors, correct. That is where your rods and cones are located, is in that retina, okay? You can peel back that retina. Has anybody ever heard of a detached retina?
Yeah.
People can experience a detached retina. Do you think they can see very well?
This lady at
No.
her job, hers failed.
Her
Yep.
eyeball?
Her nerve in her eye did. She had to have surgery.
So that is the retina. So I could literally peel that right off.
What happens
Okay.
when people can pop
What
their
if you
eyeball
take your
out?
retina
So-
out? You ain't gonna be able to see.
I used
Correct.
to pop my eyeballs out, like
Correct.
just pop them out a little. It's not all the way, but like.
Okay. This is actually attached right here at this area right here, which is actually going to be the blind spot. And if I were to cut all of this away, that optic nerve would be right there. Oh, there it is. See that little bulb right there?
Oh.
That's the optic nerve. See how big it is?
Saying be playing peekaboo.
It's very, very large.
What's this flappy stuff around it? Is that tissue?
This is all muscles.
Muscle.
All those muscles, medial recti and lateral recti and superior and inferior oblique.
I'm glad we ain't got no of those.
No,
My eyeball is.
no, I would never do that because I don't know how to orient this eyeball.
There
How
was a
would I
girl
know?
in the Twin Lab who got this fluid in her mouth.
I would have passed
You,
out.
She freaked
yeah,
out.
I've squirted people with these before.
Just psh.
When I've gotten a fresh cow eye and you just kind of take it and go, yeah, kind of. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to. I'm trying to cut away all this muscle here.
Tell her what you told me,
Who, what?
Iman,
What?
about your online searches.
Oh, that I seen that. You can get a sheep brain on Amazon.
You can order them?
Yeah.
Sure you can.
Was I just looking at that? I know I'm not a fucking psychopath, but
Imagine somebody walking in your room, you dissecting a brain.
they're like, what the hell? I think I'm fucking crazy.
Oh wow.
Hey, that looks sweet.
This is muscle all around it. See that? That's all muscle tissue. It's all muscle tissue right there.
Yeah, that eye's
So-
protected. Good.
Yep.
That's why they say you
What if you fry that piece right there? You got,
And that's the
it's
easiest organ to
it got
donate.
protein in it, right?
Yep.
It is.
It's the most common organ donated too.
What?
Yep. Corneal